Well, today we are going to be making chicken cordon bleu. And when I was getting ready to prepare this, I'm like, what does the cordon bleu even mean? So I Googled it, and it came up with this. In French, cordon bleu literally translates to blue ribbon. And it refers to a cook of exceptional skill or a dish prepared to the highest standard, named after the prestigious blue ribbon worn by members of France's highest quality order of knighthood, the Order of the Holy Spirit. The term signifies culinary excellence, a prize-winning quality, or a top-class preparation, much like earning a blue ribbon at a fair. I was like, I can't believe I'm making this. I'm making something that's from the order of the Holy Spirit. It just sent excitement through me, and I'm like, Cor, get the camera. We got to do this now. I had it all ready to go. Now we were just waiting, and this came up, and I'm like, the historical context is that it originated from the blue sash, Cordon Bleu, of the Order of the Holy Spirit, France's most exclusive, chivalric order, symbolizing supreme quality and achievement. Now, I did not have cordon bleu growing up. We couldn't afford it. And, I thought you only got that at the rich, fancy restaurants, or you had to have a lot of money to have it made and prepared for you. So it was probably about maybe in my mid-20s before I had it. And I loved it because I love chicken and I love cheese. And I'm like, why haven't I had this my whole life? And then I learned how to make it, and it is so easy. Now, I am not an excellent cook. I'm not here saying that I know how to cook and do that kind of stuff. Now, my mom does. My mom did. She was an excellent cook. If she was here, I'd have her making this and see what she would do. But I'm going to make this to the best of my ability for my husband. And I cannot wait to get that. I hope he sees that blue ribbon sash and that I'm able to prepare it for him in blue ribbon excellent quality. And you can too. All you need are just these few ingredients. Flour. You don't even need flour if you did it. You just need mayonnaise if you wanted to do it the easy way. But we're going to do the dredging way. And so I am ready to get started here. I have already tenderized and flattened 3 of my 4 chicken breasts here. But I'm just going to show you what I did with these. And I just butterflied this chicken breast. And so, and butterflying it is when you just sort of cut your meat like in a butterfly. So that's what we got right here going on. And then I'm going to put a piece of plastic over it. And you just get your roller and you do this. Now, I grew up seeing my grandmother tenderize steak and meat, deer meat and chicken my whole life. She had like a tenderizer, like little hammer. But we're just going to use our rolling pin. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with this one. Now I've got ham that you can use deli ham, any kind of ham. We had a huge ham that I just sort of shaved. And I'm going to start with the cheese. Well, let's see, how do we want to do this? Then we'll get the ham. This is Swiss cheese, by the way. Swiss cheese. And I put 2 slices. And I'm just going to put as much ham as I want. And then I've got a few extra little other things here. Blue Stilton cheese. It's like a blue cheese, but it's made with cranberries. And I'm going to put that in the middle of this. And then I love jalapenos. I don't know if you've ever tried just don't put whole jalapenos on there. Chop them into little bits. Just put a little tiny bit, not a lot, because it can be hot. And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. And you know what? I'm going to add another piece of cheese, and I'm going to put it right here because I want it extra gooey and cheesy. So that's what I'm going to do with mine. And then I'm going to sort of roll it. And all of yours are going to turn out just a little bit different. They might not all be the same, and that's fine. And then I've got toothpicks here if you want to toothpick it. But anyways, here you have it. Voila. Now, there are two ways you can do it. There's a dredging way, and then there's an easy way. And the easy way is just putting mayonnaise and a Dijon mustard. You can mix together and just put it over top and then put your breadcrumbs. But I have decided to do the dredging way. And the dredging way is you get eggs and you stir it. You just take an egg, crack it, and stir it up, and then you sort of douse it in that. We will come over here and go like so. And then we will go like so and get this all beautifully coated. And voila, there's one chicken cordon bleu ready to go. And I've got 3 more to go. So I'm going to go ahead and bake the one that I have done, and then I'll prepare the other 3. I have preheated the oven to 450 degrees. So I'm going to put that in there for 15 to 20 minutes. I want to keep an eye on it. The internal temperature needs to be 165 degrees. So now I'm going to come back over and I'm going to finish preparing the other 3, which we'll cook later tonight and have that for dinner. Okay, so I set it for 15 minutes, but I'm smelling it, and it smells so good. That's another sign that it could be done when you start smelling what is in your oven. Let me check the internal temperature. The internal temperature was 165, so it got done about 3 minutes early. So keep an eye on that. Well, the chicken cordon bleu is done, and it smells beautiful, it looks beautiful, it's got the internal temperature of 165. Now we get to make that cheesy topping. And I've heard that there's like 5 to 7 mother sauces out there, and one of them is roux. And I know how to make roux. I've made roux my whole life. I grew up watching my mom and my dad make gravy, chipped beef gravy. One of my favorite foods and things to make is chipped beef gravy, or peppered gravy, or sausage gravy out of a roux. So I can do a roux. But this isn't a thick roux. This is a more softer roux. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of butter. And we'll let that melt. And I'm going to add a little extra just to make sure it's that full 2 tablespoons. And we'll just let this melt. And then you take a 1/2 cup of flour. And you just blend it in really pretty. And then you're going to add, when I make roux, I usually use milk, but you can use half and half. I saw one recipe that used evaporated milk. I'm using half and half. You make sure your pan's nice and hot, especially when you're mixing the butter and the flour, because that will let your gravy be not lumpy. There is a skill to making roux and getting your flour and your oil mixture and all of this so that there's no lumps. Sometimes I hit it, sometimes I don't. Hopefully I'll hit it this time pretty good. I also saw them add vinegar. I'm not going to add vinegar. I also saw them add pineapple, but I'm not going to add pineapple because I want this to be more savory than sweet. Okay, so I have gotten this to where I love the taste. I've added a little bit more Parmesan and a little bit more of the Marsala cooking wine, and it is the taste that I was expecting. It's delicious. I feel like I'm at the melting pot and could dip bread in here. It's really, really good. But this is gonna be our cheesy sauce for the top of our Cordon Bleu. We have completed our chicken Cordon Bleu. Blue ribbon, hopefully. So let's find out. Yeah, it's beautiful. And if you use toothpicks, don't forget to take them out. So I'm going to just cut a little piece off right here. Beautiful. And pour some of this cheese over top. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, it's beautiful. You know, I think even if you can't cook, you pretty much can make this look like a blue ribbon dish. Wow. It's delicious. And as I'm standing here, knowing that this food right here signifies the blue sash, order of the Holy Spirit, the song, I just get a song in my heart, and that song is, Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place, fill the atmosphere. Your holiness is what my heart longs for, to be overcome by your presence, Lord, your presence, Lord. So may you experience the glory of his presence. May you worship the Lord with gladness in everything you do, and may you try to make chicken Cordon Bleu.